Hey guys, I know it's been a while, don't mind the mess over there. I actually just finished doing my makeup. I should have filmed this because it's my first time trying to do a halo eye, but this video has nothing to do about makeup. It has to do about friendship and losing friends and how how friends can really backstab you. So I had a friend that I was really close to. I was close to her for about the last 4 years. Yeah, we had our arguments here and there, but things seemed good. Well, about a few weeks ago, I found out she was still seeing her ex, whom is extremely abusive, and it got to the point that I called her out on it, and she started calling me a bunch of names, called me a stalker because I had to drive by her house, which, mind you, she lives like super close to my house, so I kind of had like, my mom drove that way. I can't tell my mom, like, don't drive by her house, she'll think I'm a stalker. Also, if you hear cars, I have the window open because I don't have anywhere to put my phone so I can film this, but besides the point. But it made me really sad because I'm like, really, you think I'm a stalker because you live literally right there and I could spit and hit your house? Whatever. Well, I blocked her on everything and said, you know what, I'm done with her. So I sent her a really long message basically saying, like, you're continuing to let a piece of shit in your life who abused you and just berates you constantly, and that's because it's true. Like, he did. I have seen it firsthand. Like, he would call her, like, just the worst names in the world and make her feel so ugly, but in her eyes, like, she didn't care because he was buying her crap. People, am I right? Am I right? But it got to the point last night that she kept trying to accuse me of something. This is going to be very hard to talk about, but when I was 18 years old, I was sexually assaulted, unfortunately, and she tried to say that I asked for it. She did. She victim blamed me. I have text messages screenshotted of her saying, like, well, you just laid there and took it. You didn't tell him no, even though she wasn't there. She didn't know what happened. Like, I did. I cried. I begged. I pleaded. I said, please stop. You're seriously hurting me. Like, you need to stop. But whatever. In her eyes, I'm just a whore that wanted to get raped. Even though she went through the same thing. I'm not going to say names because it's not worth it. But she knows who she is, and you're a fucking asshole, by the way. But yeah, it got to the point that I was like, really? And then I was like, you know what? No, I don't need her in my life because she's just so toxic. She's always been toxic. Like, when I had an ex that I dated for almost a year, about 4 years ago. We dated from 2013 to 2014, and things were decent. Like, we did argue a lot, and I think it's just because I have a lot of self-esteem issues, which I am trying to work on. It's not always easy. Life is life. You can't always control it, but there were times where I could see that she was jealous of our relationship because he treated me very, very well until around the end of it, but that's a different story for a different day. But he treated me very, very well, and I think she was jealous of that, and she wanted us to break up, which ultimately we did, and she wasn't there for me. Like, she was gone, and it hurt. Like, my supposed best friend left me to go hang around with her boyfriend, who treated her way worse than my ex ever did. Like, the only thing he ever did was he wrote a really long status about me after we broke up, which it's nothing important. It's stupid today. I look at it and I'm like, that is really stupid. Like, you guys were so childish, but it was a really childish thing, and I look at it now and I'm like, wow, like, I really let people like this into my life. But unfortunately now she's gone. She will be gone for the rest of my life. I hope to never ever have to speak to her again. Like, she'll never be in my contacts, nothing. I see her as lower than dirt for the things she said to me. That's how she always will be. But whatever. I have two amazing friends. Like, I've had a friend I've been best friends with for going on 14 years. She just got married, and she's doing so well for herself that I actually, like, I cry thinking about it, and I text her that too. I'm like, I'll be sitting there texting her crying and being like, oh my god, like, you're married, you have your own apartment, like, eventually, you know, I think she hopes to own her own house and have a dog. Like, she is living her own life, and it's amazing, and I love her for it. Like, she's the kind of person I would love to be. Like, she's happy, she's doing her own thing. Granted, she's got a husband, but he treats her well, and I don't give a shit if people say he doesn't, because you know what, you don't see them anymore, sorry, but they're so happy together, and anybody with 2 eyes can see that. Anybody can see that. What the hell am I even talking about? But anybody can see that they truly are in love, and it's so sweet, and I love them so much. But you know, I have another friend who I've known for 10 years this year, because we met when I was 15 and she was 12. She's now 22 and I'm now 25. But she's honestly another one of my greatest friends. Like, we don't usually hang out a lot because she does live a little farther away, but when we do, like, we're cracking jokes all the time, and it's just it's like the best. And it goes to show that your best friends aren't the ones that you see on a daily basis, or you're texting constantly, or all this and all that. Your best friends are the ones that you are the closest to. Your best friend is the one that isn't going to backstab you because they're miserable. Your best friend is somebody that is truly going to love you for who you are. Not the things you have, not how you look, not so they can look better standing next to you. Trust me, I had a friend that did that to me, because I'm a very big girl, and she was very thin. Not anymore. And she used me so she could look better, but in reality, I have the better face. Sorry, it's raining, so if you guys hear that, I'm really sorry. But yeah, you know, always be careful of who you have in your life, because your supposed best friends can backstab you so quickly that you don't know what hit you. So just keep your eyes open and always watch who you call your best friend. You know, you could have the greatest friends in the world that treat you like fucking gold, and you could have a best friend that walks all over you constantly and tries to blame you for everything that's wrong in their life. That's how people are. So that's all I have to say today. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm hoping to make a few more videos soon. I'm working basically full-time at this point, so I can't. But I hope all of you have a great day, and bye!